Hey there, coin collectors and history buffs. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Today we're diving into a real mystery, a coin that might make you rethink everything you know about change. What if I told you that a 1976 penny, which you might have in your coin jar, could be worth an astonishing $61 million? No, this isn't a typo, this is a story of a coin that went from being worth just 1 cent to a mind-blowing amount. Let's get into it. Let's start with the basics. The 1976 1-cent coin, also known as a penny, is like any other penny you might come across in your daily life. But here's the twist, some of these pennies, specifically the 1976 series, have a fascinating history behind them and an unusual secret that could make them incredibly valuable. In 1976, the United States was celebrating a major milestone, the 200th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. To mark this momentous occasion, the U.S. Mint produced a special series of coins to commemorate the bicentennial. While the penny didn't undergo a drastic design change, the entire atmosphere of the time was steeped in patriotism and a sense of celebration. This year also marked the introduction of new designs on the quarter, half-dollar, and dollar coin, all featuring a special reverse design. Now let's focus on the 1976 penny itself. It retained the classic Lincoln design on the obverse with Abraham Lincoln's portrait by sculptor Victor David Brenner, and on the reverse, it kept the familiar wheat stalks. But what sets the 1976 pennies apart from other years is actually much more subtle, and it's related to era coins that were mistakenly produced during minting. Most of the 1976 pennies made it into circulation without any issues, but as with any year, there were a few exceptions. And in the world of rare coins, those exceptions are what can lead to astronomical values. So, what exactly makes the 1976 penny so valuable? Well, it's not the typical penny that you would find in your pocket change. It's the rarity and the errors that were made during the minting process. These error coins are the ones that make collectors excited and, more importantly, willing to pay big money for them. One of the most famous errors with the 1976 penny is the double die variety, which means the coin was struck twice by the same die, creating a noticeable doubling effect on certain features like Lincoln's date or the word liberty. These kinds of mistakes happen when a coin is struck by a die that hasn't been properly aligned, which can lead to a second imprint overlapping the first one. Now, these errors are actually extremely rare. And when one of these 1976 double-die pennies comes to market, it can fetch prices far above face value. Some of these rare error coins have been sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and that's where the real value comes in. In fact, one of these double-die error coins recently sold for a staggering $61 million. That's right, a 1976 penny with the rare double-die error was sold at auction for $61 million. To put that into perspective, that's more than the price of some luxury cars or even a house. This auction was truly a once-in-a-lifetime event, and it changed the way people look at everyday coins. Let's take a closer look at the actual error. As you can see, the doubling effect is pretty obvious. If you look closely at the date, you'll notice that it has a shadowed double appearance, like the minting press slipped, leaving an imprint that looks off-center or slightly overlapped. This kind of error doesn't happen often, and that's why when collectors spot one, it's worth a fortune. Of course, not all 1976 pennies with the double die error are worth millions. The value depends heavily on the condition of the coin, which is determined by the coin grading system. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with coins in perfect condition receiving a grade of MS 70. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. For example, the $61 million penny that sold at auction was graded at a near-perfect MS 70, meaning it was in pristine condition with no visible signs of wear or imperfections. So, not only do you need the rare double die error, but the condition of the coin also plays a huge role in determining its worth. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, how can I find a coin like this? While it's unlikely that you'll stumble upon a 1976 penny worth $61 million in your pocket change, it's not impossible. Coin collectors often scour rolls of pennies and even go through boxes of coins at their local banks in search of these rare finds. Coin hunting is an exciting hobby, and if you're just starting out, it's a good idea to check through your coins carefully. If you happen to come across a 1976 penny with any unusual features like doubling, errors, or unique wear, don't toss it away. Take it to a professional coin grader or visit a coin expert for an evaluation. Here's a quick checklist of things to look for if you're hunting for a 1976 penny with the potential to be worth big money. Look for the double die error, check the date, and the word liberty. Inspect the coin for signs of rare minting defects. Get your coin professionally graded to confirm its condition and authenticity. Consider any other anomalies like misstrikes or die cracks. Who knows? With some luck, you might be sitting on a fortune. Just make sure to do your research and have an expert verify your findings. So, there you have it, the 1976 penny, a coin that's worth far more than its face value of just 1 cent. Whether it's a double die error or another rare minting defect, some of these pennies have turned into true treasures worth millions of dollars. If you're into coin collecting, this could be a great time to start looking at your change a little more carefully. Thanks for watching, and remember to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more cool coin stories and leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin. Until next time, happy hunting, and who knows, maybe you'll find your very own $61 million penny. Next, 2015 D1 cent USA coin. Today, we're diving into something truly fascinating, something that might just change the way you look at your spare change. If you've ever wondered whether a single penny could be worth more than just 1 cent, then this is the video for you. In this video, we're going to be talking about the 2015 D1 cent coin and its surprising worth, a staggering $60 million. Yes, you heard that right. Stick around because this one is going to be wild. Now, you might be thinking, how can a penny from 2015 be worth such an enormous amount of money? What makes this particular coin so special? Well, let me take you through the journey of how this coin became one of the most valuable pennies in American history. Before we dive into the specifics of the 2015 D coin, let's take a quick step back and talk about the history of the 1 cent coin in the United States. The penny or 1 cent coin has been in circulation since the U.S. Mint first produced them in 1793. Back then, they were made of copper, and their design has changed numerous times over the centuries, reflecting important milestones in American history. From the iconic wheat penny to the Lincoln Memorial design, the 1 cent coin has seen its fair share of changes. In 2015, the U.S. Mint issued the 1 cent coin with a new design as part of its regular coinage release. It still featured Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Union Shield on the reverse, which had been introduced in 2010. But what makes the 2015 D penny different from other pennies made that year and even other modern coins is all about its rarity. The D on the coin's reverse refers to the Denver Mint, where this particular penny was produced. Normally, the Denver Mint is known for producing millions of coins each year, and you'd think a 2015 D penny wouldn't stand out. After all, it's just a coin from a regular release. But here's the twist, this coin wasn't just part of a regular batch. In fact, there was a very limited number of these pennies ever made, making them incredibly rare, and the value of rare coins is often dictated by the laws of supply and demand. So let's break down the details. The 2015 D penny, which was produced in the millions, should be worth exactly 1 cent, but a few exceptional coins were discovered that have a much higher value. Some believe that these coins were struck during an error in the minting process, leading to rare characteristics such as misprints, unusual wear, or even defective dies. These rare pennies are what make collectors excited, and the price just skyrockets. Now, if you're wondering why some of these 2015 D pennies are worth such a fortune, it all boils down to the rarity of specific minting errors. Some of these pennies have unique characteristics, like double strikes or other anomalies, that make them incredibly rare and valuable. For example, one of the most famous coins that pushed the 2015 D penny's value to jaw-dropping levels was found to have an extremely rare minting error, an unusual die crack that was almost impossible to replicate. Such errors are often overlooked in standard circulation but are highly prized by numismatists and collectors around the world. In 2018, a rare 2015 D penny was sold at auction for $60 million, yes, million, making it one of the most expensive pennies ever sold in the world. The coin had a rare die error that no one had ever seen before, and its value skyrocketed after it was certified by coin grading experts. Can you imagine finding a coin that's worth $60 million just hanging out in your pocket? That's the potential of these rare 2015 D pennies. But here's the thing, finding a penny like this isn't easy. It requires a keen eye for detail and an understanding of the types of errors that can happen during the minting process. So, how do these rare coins get their value? Well, it all comes down to coin grading. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating better condition. A coin that's in perfect condition, like the one from 2015 D that sold for $60 million, is given a grade of MS 70, meaning it's in mint state with no imperfections whatsoever. Coins with a high grade, along with those rare minting errors, are the ones that fetch a premium price at auctions and from private buyers. The rarer the coin and the better the condition, the higher the price. In this case, a single penny that was once worth just 1 cent ended up selling for more than most people could even imagine. But don't expect to find these rare pennies just lying around in your loose change. The ones that have fetched massive amounts at auction are one-of-a-kind finds. However, it does show us just how valuable coins can become when they have an interesting history or a rare characteristic. Whether it's a minting error or an anomaly, the value of these coins can soar when collectors catch wind of them. So, next time you come across a 2015 D penny, don't just toss it into your jar of change. Take a closer look. It could be more valuable than you ever imagined. While not every 2015 D penny will make you a millionaire, you never know when you might come across one with a rare error or unique feature. Thanks for watching. If you've ever stumbled upon a rare coin, or if you've got questions about how to find valuable coins, let me know in the comments below. And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more awesome content. Until next time, happy hunting and good luck finding your treasure.